So here's what's going on right now. You see, guys, Foe runs up to hit MM right around Piper area, and so the call basically is that we get stuck into him, just get right on top of him, and just start landing our piles. You can see the orange dots are just kind of mixed in with the white dots, and it's just like we're landing our piles. We're just getting our hits on it to them. We kind of rushed them, and they didn't really expect us to get like right on top of them like it's free to play or something. And right now you can see some of the MM start to fall back a bit, like the white dots are going back. You can see there's some over there in the gap area, they're kind of just running back or whatever, and I run over here and you can see there's more orange dots and stuff, so we completely got them. So you can see right now on the east side, we kind of start getting a north to south spread and back up MM into a corner, and I think I'm going to die here in a little bit. But you can see we're kind of backing them all into like one corner, all up to the northwest corner, and here I am returning back again, running from GDs. So where MM were, they were all backed up into like a northwest corner, and that was kind of bad because we had them all surrounded. Like Foe was completely surrounding MM, and here I am running back. As you can see, look at the numbers. It's just like, it's such a huge difference. They're pushed all the way up against the lava, and there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to run, and we're just completely overtaking them. It's just, they have nowhere to go, nothing to do, and, you know, we're just completely, again, just getting all around them, and there's just nowhere for them to run, and it's just really such a downfall to them. They didn't really hold their ground too great, and then we just start like throwing our specs into them. We just start getting into their faces and just like getting up on top of them, and there's really nothing that they can do. As you can see, like there's only a few of them here left and shit. I moved down to the south to try to cut some of them off so they couldn't like squeeze and run away or something like that. So that's what's basically going, and Foes they just overtake them. So I mean, MM, I guess they weren't really ready for the attack that we were doing to get like right into on top of them. And right now you can see like there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4 white dots around, and then it's all Foe. We just completely cleared them. They just weren't ready for us to get like right on top of them, and they just kind of seemed to panic up a bit, and they just weren't ready for it. And here we are just clearing up some people, so we all get a regroup around Corp, and we're gonna go ahead and just get inside Corp, and you know, that's it. We just basically just steamrolled over MM. Alright guys, so round 2, as you can see, Foe was kind of in Greater Demons. We all just tallied in, and MM just came up and started rushing at us, and we hurried up and got outside of Greater Demons and just like met them halfway and just hit them as they hit us, and kind of made them push back and scatter everywhere, and they weren't really organized up, and we just kind of, we got together and really like were pretty organized. That's what basically won us this fight. Was we were much more organized, and like we just kept pushing into them. Like you can see, they're kind of just like getting pushed back into gap where we first had our first fight at Piper, and really we just cleared them up pretty quick. I mean, like there's really not much else to say. They're basically gone, and like we're just cleaning up some of the rest of them that ran through gap and stuff, and just getting the rest of them killed and all that stuff. And so, you know, basically it was a free loot fight. I don't think they weren't really expecting us to just like, they were probably expecting us to like be in Greater Demons and just like to catch us off guard, but that's really not what happened. We were all pretty organized, and we got there and basically handled it. And right about now, Kyle called it, I believe, to run up to Greater Demons, because there's like a master clan or whatever called SKO, and they were up at Greater Demons. They only had like 30 of them, so you know, we were just like, okay, you know, grab the rest of this loot or whatever, pick up some food, do whatever, and we all just kind of ran into Greater Demons and just like bummed them right here. I mean, they're all just like, oh shit, and they're just like running off over to Single Strip, and we basically just picked off anyone that we could, you know, just grabbed them all, like just attacked every single person that we could, and killed everybody that wasn't quick enough to run away. And that's basically it. So, I mean, basically, we just were fighting MM, and we destroyed them pretty quick because they weren't expecting it. And then we ran up back to Greater Demons and just, like, killed this Master Clan SKO off. So it was pretty good for this round. Alright, so this one was my personal favorite for this whole round. As you can see, MM are basically hiding out in single, and we ran, there was all of Foe ran through Crater, and a group of High Councils and Councils Plus all came from the north, from the stairs, and we basically said, fuck this. After MM were like, we destroyed them for the 2 rounds that we fought them or whatever, Greater Demon's Gap area, and they were hiding out in single, we said, fuck this. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to fight them in single. We don't really care. As you can see, it's just a huge, big clusterfuck. That's what basically I can call it. MM start running down. They're like, fuck this, okay, we're not going to win in single. So they run down and they try to get it going like in multi, but they have to go way far up to get to multi. This is mainly a single area, and they were like, oh shit, okay, there's no place to fight. So it continues to be a single fight. So everybody's just basically, as you can see, is just 1v1ing all around us, and everyone is like watching each other's back and shit, and so everybody's just going at it, trying to get as much fighting as possible. And as you can see, MM starts running back up into the stairs in a little bit here. We're just basically like fucking them up. And you can see the difference between the orange dots and the white dots. There's just so many more orange dots. As you can see, here they go. MM goes up the stairs and they try to get a little hit on us. You can see it's multi right here on the stairs. They try to barrage us, and they're like, okay, we're going to hit them here. We're in single. They're in multi. We're going to try to get the barrage on them. It did work for a little bit, but it didn't really work for too long. We all got up the stairs again, and we just started getting on MM. Weren't really giving them much room to breathe at all by any means, and basically told them in this whole fight that we had in single is it doesn't matter where you are, if you're in multi or if you're in single, we're still going to come at you and we're still going to hit you. And that's basically what's going on here. Everybody's just 1v1ing it up, and I don't know if you've seen any faux PK vids, but I have to say that the faux PKers are pretty badass for 1v1 shit. And yeah, just look at the mini-map right now. It's really self-explanatory. Look at the orange dots, compare it to the white dots. There's barely any white dots left. Probably like 10 around, and all of foe is still here. Everyone's still here. I just got a kill there, pretty badass. And all of foe's here, and we basically just wiped out MM. Alright, so for our last fight that we had, I believe it is IR or Zenith, or maybe it was both of them just fighting. So we basically just ran out. There's not too many people here, as you can see. We just basically clearing up some people. I believe it was IR or whatever. And we're just like clearing up some of the people who were still around, basically hitting anyone. And IR, I believe, comes from the south. Actually, I don't even know. It's IR or Zenith. I'm not too sure. Comes from the south, expecting, to catch us off guard because we were just like clearing up some people around here. But obviously, no. We kind of just, we were at dwarves, and they start coming from ruins down south, and we're like, what the hell? You think you're gonna, GWAS us? Fuck no. And we kind of just turned our direction and just started hitting up IR and everything. I believe some foe is a little bit off to right there behind me, as you can see, and just clearing up some people who are off in the back, and we're just like fucking people up, just going on them, and we're not giving anybody too much room to breathe. This is going to be our last fight that we had on this trip, and our last major fight, really. And yeah, basically they just tried to come up on us and right behind us, and we all just turned around. We were like, you're going to try to get us. We're always ready for a fight, and we just basically turned around and just destroyed them, as you can see. I mean, we're just cleaning up some other extra people that are here and around and shit. And yeah, it was another pretty fun fight, I must say. Overall, a great trip, and I enjoyed it so much. Alright guys, well that's basically it for the whole trip. Overall, an amazingly fun trip. There was tons of action on this Sunday, pay to play, and we just kept on hitting clans after clans after clans, and it was just an awesome 2 hours. I don't mean this makes foe sound like, we're all cocky and da-da-da, but I mean, I tell it like it is, guys. I tell it like it is. We were there, we destroyed that wilderness and made it ours. I mean, I tell it like it is. So yeah, that's basically what happened. And yeah, so it was an amazingly fun trip. I'll put not an annotation. I'll put a link in the description for the Faux Forums website. Register. Go ahead and join this clan. I'm telling you, I have a blast. If I had to choose any other clan, if I had a chance, I would choose Faux 100 times over again. I have such a blast in this clan. The people are great, and you can see the PKing is awesome. It's phenomenal. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. Thanks for watching.